What's up, everyone? It's Elijah from the Stardust Society, and I hadn't planned on making this video because I'm actually in the middle of a detox. That's why I have a little low energy, and that's why I haven't shaved in a good while because I haven't planned on leaving the house until, well, for the most part tomorrow, but that's beside the point. I had to make this video because I feel obliged to. So, a lot of y'all know that this channel started out with gig content, specifically Ubereats, back when this channel was known as the Uber Lifestyle. And I kind of see myself in a way as the granddaddy of content creators when it comes to Ubereats content specifically. Even though I wasn't the first person to make Ubereats content, I was the first person to make a free course around it and really dive into the nuts and bolts of the Ubereats algorithm so you can manipulate it to get your money. But things have changed on Ubereats, and I was gonna make this video titled Ubereats has changed, and then just kind of go over some of the things that have changed. But I had an experience 2 days ago that really just made me have to make this video in this format. So I was at a Smoothie King, and I had ordered a smoothie online, just myself, no Uber Eats order, nothing like that. And when I went inside, there was a bunch of people waiting. I guess I didn't know at that time of day, if you order a Smoothie King, you better be prepared to wait. So I went in there. Obviously, it wasn't ready. There's a few DoorDash drivers, a few Uber Eats drivers waiting for their stuff, as well as people who are just waiting because they had ordered online too. So instead of just standing there, I actually looked to my right and saw that someone was on Uber Eats because I recognized the screen, right? So I decided to drum up a conversation because who wants to stand there for like probably 10 or 15 minutes doing nothing when you could talk to someone? Maybe there's something you can help them with, or maybe they can help you with something, or if anything, y'all just had a conversation. So we get to talking, and I kind of told them basically the history of Uber Eats and how they didn't used to show us the drop-off location. So it's very fortunate for drivers nowadays that are coming onto the platform to be able to see where they're going, as it should be, before they take the delivery. And he said something to me that was really disturbing. He said, yeah, I don't really look at where I'm going. I usually take the order like immediately. I don't even look at like where it's going. I was like, And he said that he averages about $8 per hour, but this is supplemental income. And to me, that came off as him trying to make excuses for making that little money. Now, y'all know that I'm a financial guy. I even have another channel called Financial Anatomy where I break down budgeting and investing and stuff like that. So I'm not going to walk through all the financials because y'all probably don't care in terms of the details. But broadly speaking, y'all already know once you take out the depreciation in your car, the money you're spending on gas and other miscellaneous expenses, that driver may have well been making less than $5 per hour if they're making $8 an hour just on the gross. So I had to school him on the fact that, look, these orders, they're paying like $2 or $3 or sometimes even less than $2, which I don't even think that was possible. But every now and then I've seen that. You don't really want to take those. And I actually just showed him some examples of me, doing Uber Eats relatively recently. I won't say recently within the past month or two, because I haven't, but every now and then the airplane would come through now. This video isn't really going to be edited, just so you know, because that's why I don't have a script. I'm really speaking from my heart. But yeah, I just showed them some screenshots of, look, if you just wait in a particular spot, an order that's a real order that's maybe in the double digits will come through. And if you just did that one order the whole hour, well, you'd be much better off doing that than doing these little 3 or 4 baby orders for $2, driving all over the place, wasting, depreciating your vehicle on the miles for $8 an hour. And I showed them instances where, like, I've gotten $19 orders, $15 orders, maybe even $10 orders, and I basically do the math in my head because it doesn't take that long, especially once you start getting used to it. But you see where the drop-off is, you see the total miles, and then you just double that miles because you may potentially have to come back to where you are or the general area. And if it doesn't average out to be $1 per mile, you decline it. fact, so a lot of times the order will come through and it'll be like for 12, 13 bucks. I'll go ahead and grab it. And then later in that hour, because I'll still have like 30, maybe 20 minutes left, I'll get a short trip that keeps me within the immediate area for maybe 7 or 8 bucks. So 13 plus 7 is $20 an hour right there. But I may spend 15, 20 minutes just waiting in my car, listening to an audiobook, watching YouTube videos. Sometimes I'll grab one of these books and just be reading until something decent comes through. There's a lot of crap that I got to go through to get to something decent, but I just refuse to accept any of these garbage offers. And this gets into my point of Ubereats changing, because I was going to talk about minute things like when customers order and it's raining, it says, hey, it's raining, you might want to consider tipping your driver more, which is good. Or some of the stuff as far as these triple orders where like a ping can come through and there's 3 deliveries off of 3 different restaurants. That's not really, that defeats the purpose of it being a double order. If it's like tacked on delivery trips all in one order that justifies you getting paid less for each one because it's all in one order, as opposed to you doing those 3 in a sequential order. You're getting paid less because it's less of a pickup fee. Like, that's a negative. But I gotta say this. Once I broke that down to him, I don't know if he's gonna change or not, but I felt he just had the right to know that, look, the way you're doing it, it's not gonna really be best. It's not gonna work out good, even if it is supplemental income. I mean, even just from a pride perspective, like if you went to work minimum wage at McDonald's or whatever job is working minimum wage, you probably will be making more than what he's getting paid, which is $8 an hour. So I say all that to say this, because you don't need a course or anything like that to really get to this conclusion. If you're starting out, or if you've been doing it for a while, you need to have a minimum order requirement that you're willing to take, and a certain amount per hour that you're not willing to go under. For me, it's it used to be $11 per hour, but for my market, nothing less than $14 an hour will suffice. But if you're just getting these lowball orders, and this has happened before, I recommend that you just go home and find something else to do. I mean, I'm being honest, and even as far as the double wrapping goes, like Ubereats and DoorDash at the same time or whatever. Sure, whatever increases your chances of getting a decent order so you can take it, by all means do it. But please don't take these minimum wage, I'm just going to call them garbage orders, I don't even know what to call them. Don't take them. For one thing, it reinforces customers that they don't have to tip, which technically they don't, but I think if you don't tip, you should be waiting quite some time to get your food delivered, if it even gets delivered at all. I mean, come on. And if the order does manage to get delivered, they're just not going to tip. And I think that's not right. But more importantly, you are compromising your financial wallet by taking those orders. Just sit back and wait, and something decent will come along. And if it doesn't, experiment with different places to wait in your city. If you got to travel a little farther as a starting place so you can get something decent, then do that. Within reason. I'm not saying go 30 miles away or 40 miles away, just to find a hot spot on Ubereats. I mean, you might be wanting to do that, but maybe that's kind of pushing it. But just have a little patience. Just wait. Keep declining that garbage, and something decent may come. Then take that. And a lot of times you'll actually make more per hour if you do that. I just felt the need to say that, even though, like I said, I hadn't planned on returning to the world because I've been like a hermit for the past weeks because I'm on the detox. But I had to say that, and the energy was not gonna let me not say that and not make this video. Like I said, this video is very different from my other videos. Not edited, no music, really no cuts. I mean, there might be a cut or two every now and then, but yeah, that does it for this video. If you have any interest in the gig economy or Ubereats, I have plenty of content in my Ubereats playlist. I will be talking more about Ubereats in the future because some things have changed, and it's still rooted in the channel's roots. So it's not like it's going to disappear forever. It is a pretty good side hustle provided you do it right. If you're taking these minimum wage orders, no, it's not good. So subscribe if you're new and like the video if you found value in it. It's greatly appreciated. I will catch y'all really in a few days once I return back to civilization. Be safe, be proper, everyone, and yeah, I'll catch y'all later.